thinker and biblically brilliant layman. He not only researched, but he wrote many sections for me. Like my previous work, well-versed, I could not have done this without him. He is so insightful and profoundly humble. I praise God for him. His literary fingerprints are in many of the devotional sections of this book. Preface. God will get me through this. I was counting on those words being true when Carol died. We'd been married for 42 years. I had been so deeply in love with her, and now she was gone. Frankly, I felt lost. I could not see a way forward. My heart was broken, shattered. In fact, to be honest, there were moments where, in my deep sadness, I was not sure how to function. Would God see me through this? Though I will talk more about the loss of Carol later in the book, I can tell you this much. We all have a this. By this, I mean a major life setback, tragedy, loss, major wounding, or other calamity that knocks the air out of us and makes it hard simply to keep going. So let me ask you, what is your this? Have you lost a spouse, a child, a dear friend? Were you abused, abandoned, ignored? Whatever your this is, I want you to know there are others who understand. You may feel alone or believe that, in fact, no one really cares. But even if you live on a deserted island, like Tom Hanks in the film Castaway, with no other humans around you, I promise you that someone cares. And he, my friend, will indeed see you through this. I know because if you look at the story of my life, God has done just that over and over again. You know my life has been good, but it has been rather unremarkable. I'm not a celebrity, nor am I internationally famous. I have never held high public office. Actually, I have never held any public office. I was never a superstar athlete. In fact, I was not much of an athlete at all. I never starred in an award-winning movie. In reality, I was never in any movie. I never recorded a platinum album. I did record an album that sold a couple thousand copies. Does that count? I only wrote a few best-selling books, although some other books I wrote did just okay. I'm not a well-known scholar, although I do have some advanced degrees. Truth be known, I'm a rather ordinary person, a common guy, a very simple person. But what makes my life so meaningful is the same thing that makes your life so meaningful. God is at work in you and me. He is with us both in the darkest experiences and in the ordinary, common events of daily living. You may not have realized the truth of this unless you've stopped to think about it. If you were to ponder this, you would write a book on what God has taught you, about how resilient you are, and what you've overcome in your life. And you should write a book. If you can't get a publisher to take it, fine, self-publish. If you can't self-publish, fine, then just type it out and hit save. If you can't type, fine, then write it out longhand. If you can't write it out longhand, fine, then just record it. If you cannot do that, fine, ask someone to record it for you. Your life needs to be recorded, written down. My life story is certainly not over, not by a long stretch, I hope. But I've chosen to write a book covering some of the hardest times I've experienced and the lessons I have learned through them. Although my life stories provide the explanation for each point, this book is not about me. Rather, it's about God. It is really about what God taught me and how He taught me these principles. In my stories, my prayer is that you will see a bit of your story too. As I said that above, my purpose for writing is not to focus on me, but on God. Specifically, that even in the worst of times, the most painful this seasons, God is there for you and for me. My story here will cover 26 lessons that God taught me through some of life's toughest experiences. There were many more principles, but I chose these 26